There are a lot of fears that all people will face when they step out to become entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter how confident or successful you have been in the past, this journey will dig deep into your beliefs and it will find things lurking there that will have you rethinking everything about your decision to do this. So this process is unavoidable. It's what you do with those things that ultimately determine the success of your business. Before you just start agreeing with what I'm saying, I want to point out that it's very easy to mentally ascend to an idea, but it's a whole other process to actually uproot a belief system. I want you to connect with this video in your heart, not just in your head. Fear of being judged and being rejected is the number one thing that keeps people from starting a business. Think about this. We are talking about people who have a passion, a desire, a purpose to start a business, and yet they are afraid that the people they have spent their entire lives with, they are closest to, will reject them if they live authentically. This could be a whole other topic, a whole other deep dive into the state of our culture, but I'll keep it on track with the entrepreneurship road. So let's say that I'm one of these people, but I just can't take my job anymore. I'm so unfulfilled that when I come home, I'm miserable to be around. I have a terrible marriage. I don't connect with my kids because I'm so stressed out. I can't enjoy the holidays because I'm thinking so much about how stressful it's going to be when I get back into the swing of things in the new year. So one day, I finally decide that I'm going to step out and pursue my dreams. I believe a great deal in muscle memory and doing things even when they aren't perfect. Eventually, your being will remember how to do those things and do them well. But in this case, we have a person who has been used to doing a routine for so long, whether it produces results or not, that when they step out to become a business owner, they are going to apply that same muscle memory to this new experience. They haven't become new themselves. They are bringing their old mindsets, their old experiences, their old belief systems, their old muscle memory patterns into the new thing. So no wonder so many businesses fail. And no doubt that failure reinforces the belief that the old routine was better and that that's the only thing that they can do. But for the sake of argument, let's say that that doesn't happen. Let's say that I step out, I start a business, and my idea is amazing, and I start having success. There's clearly a need for my product or service, and I've had interest right away. That's great, but as the business builds, that too can become a pattern. What happens when the sales aren't coming to you and you need to go to your target audience? Again, fear of failure, rejection, and being judged is at the forefront. This inhibition is something also known as imposter syndrome. And what's interesting about the name is that the person feels like an imposter as they are living out their true purpose, the very thing that they were created to do. There is nothing more authentic than that. The life you had been living was the imposter. So if this isn't addressed, this leads to business stagnation and ultimately decline and eventually failure. But this is just one side of the coin. So let's go to the other. The flip side of this is that the people who need to connect to you in order to help them do their purpose never do if you do not take the steps of following yours. If you don't learn how to speak to people about your product, if you don't become comfortable with sales and marketing, if you don't understand the power of advertising and community, that's thousands of people you'll never reach. Thousands of targets that aren't hit because the shot is never taken. The truth of the matter is that you can't help people if you fear them. I don't want a scared surgeon doing surgery on me. I don't even want somebody who isn't confident about diagnosing what's wrong with my leaky roof to be the one replacing it. My point here is that confidence in yourself, your purpose, and your product or service is needed by both you for the success of your business and by the people that you are destined to help. I have said it so many times and I want to say it again. People buy you before they buy your business. You need to be fully convinced about your purpose, your business, what you are bringing to the world, how this will impact and improve your customers' lives, and allow this confidence to permeate you. Will you hear the word no while you are out doing your business? Absolutely. That isn't personal. You have no idea what the person who is telling you no may be dealing with right now. Some people are not ready to change, improve, or upgrade right now. It's not the right season for them, and you would actually be making your life worse if you were to make that sale because you'd constantly have to be convincing them about the process and about the benefits. So speaking of process, it's also important that your business is looked at as one. The language that I use to market my business today is not the same language that I used when I started nearly 5 years ago. I have learned my target audience so much better. I have learned what words and what language they speak, and I use that language now to communicate with them. As I have evolved and my target audience has shifted, I had to start learning their language. If I start to learn an actual new language, I don't get down on myself because I'm not perfect. I'm just starting. I allow myself grace and I built in a learning curve into my new venture, but I also will do things like find a native speaker of that language who can help me with pronunciation, who can teach me new words, who can allow me to have time being immersed in hearing that new language. And the same is true for marketing. It is not correct to think that I will continue to use the language that I started with and then people will get it or not. Nor is it okay to think that nobody likes me and nobody needs my product or service, so I need to quit. So many businesses spend years playing it small because the owner refused to grow. Don't let that be you. When I look at my business as a system, then I know that occasionally the system needs to be upgraded. This isn't because I'm doing something wrong or because something isn't clicking anymore or because, again, I'm not supposed to be doing this. It means that I've simply outgrown what did work. That's a good thing. That's something that should be celebrated, but it needs to be built into your process of your business. In other words, how often are you going to check for updates that your business may need? Learning the new language or better learning the language of your target audience is one aspect of upgrading your system. There are so many other things that could potentially be upgraded, such as how you communicate with your clients. Maybe instead of only having emails, you need to add in texts, or you want to start using bot systems on your Instagrams. People can DM you and get a freebie, get a link to an exclusive product or service that you are only offering to the people who send you that specific word in your Instagram DMs. And again, these are just some things that will need to be upgraded as your business progresses. It has nothing to do with something not being right anymore. It's like saying the toddler doesn't fit into the newborn clothes anymore. It's not because the toddler is doing anything wrong. It's because the toddler is following its natural life course. And same with your business. So look at your business as a system that periodically needs to be updated, and that will ensure that you're always meeting your target audience and their needs, and you're also progressing and expanding. Another thought on fear. You need to understand that fear is a disease and you need to treat it as such. It is an infectious one. If you, the owner, is afraid, it will spread to your employees, your investor, your family, your vendors, your business partnerships, your customers, etc. Everyone that you touch will become infected. You are the one who has vision for your business. And this is why it is so important that business owners get a system in place for accountability. This is beneficial for all people, of course, but especially business owners, true entrepreneurs, especially those just starting out, because they need to be around people who think like them, who face similar struggles to them, who can remind them that they are not alone and also offer helpful solutions to the unique problems that they face. Just as fear can spread, so can confidence, belief, buy-in, faith. Every moment of every day, we are at a place of choice. May you wake up today and choose faith. May you not forget about the commitments that you made to yourself, your family, and your company when you started. Every day you need to wake up and make that commitment again and again and again. Every day you start over. If today you are finding it difficult to put your all into your business, remember that today you literally woke up a different person. You don't need to do what yesterday's version of you did. So go make it happen. The world needs what you carry.